All right, everybody. So for this video, we're going to try something a little bit different. I have a special guest today, and my guest is my wife, Roseanne. This is Roseanne Tramatelli. She is a
Hello.
speech pathologist, also known as Ro. Why don't you plug your website? What's your website?
Bodylanguagetherapy.com.
Okay, and so Ro and her partner Jamie have a speech therapy and occupational therapy for pediatrics, right?
Mm-hmm.
And why am I saying right? I know what your job
Right,
is. It's
yes,
making me
out
nervous.
of Atlantic Highlands,
Making
New
me
Jersey.
nervous in this video.
Yes.
All right, so Atlantic Highlands, New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
So Ro has no anger management experience, but she has a lot of intelligence, a lot of emotional intelligence, and she's one of the smartest people I know. And I thought it would be fun to bring her into the video so that we could check out some cool videos. So you excited to look at these things?
I am. I have not seen any of them before.
Right. Oh,
So
yeah, that's-
like,
that's a
this
good
is
point.
surprise element for me.
Right. So these
Let's see.
videos have not been pre-screened. You're going to be reacting in real time as we look at them.
Forgive my reaction if it's inappropriate.
All right. You ready to go?
I'm ready.
All right, so
Okay.
let's see our first video here. So one thing before we start the videos, I always remind people is that these videos start when they start, right? So there may be some context before the video happens that we are not aware about, but we're going to just react to the video as we see it.
Okay.
So we have two short videos. There's a theme here. Let's go.
Anger.
All right, let's see this first one.
You're done. You're fucking done.
Fast food places are a hotbed of anger management problems.
I want a whole new food. Plus, you guys are gonna pay for my fucking microwave.
Can we put the volume up?
It blew up. Oh, you're smiling.
Yo, what the fuck? Yo, what the fuck? What's going on with you, bro? Nah.
You see that?
Are you the manager? Oh, so. You're not the
I'm a manager too, what the fuck?
fuck you.
Wow.
Okay, you want to run it through again?
Yeah. Yeah, that went from 0 to 1,000 in
Yeah.
a hurry.
You're fucking done. I'm gonna sue your ass off. Now I want four.
What do you want to hold this for?
I want a whole new food. Plus, you guys are gonna pay for my fucking microwave. It blew up. Oh, you're smiling.
I don't understand what's going on here. Is the food cold? Why is he saying they're going to pay for the microwave?
I don't know. I guess maybe he's got to complain about the quality of the food. It's hard. It is hard to pick up. I'm not hearing it well either. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you got the general idea there.
Yes.
So I mean, I'm always curious when it comes to videos like this, right? I mean, is there any disagreement you could have about the quality of a food in a fast food restaurant that would make it okay to put your hands on somebody?
No, not at all. I just have so many questions. Like, why wasn't the food on a tray? He was screaming about a microwave. He seemed a little slurry, so I don't know if he was like under the influence.
Yeah.
His speech was a little off.
Yeah, I mean that's an important point, right? Like, so with all of these things, we can't make any assumptions about the mental state of these people.
Right.
But like what was interesting about the customer is that he was—I don't know if you noticed, but he was decked out in like veteran gear. Like he had the like kind of those like Navy like veteran hats that they usually would
Right,
say.
something with his
And he had the
jacket.
jacket.
Yeah, yeah.
And so there's a part of me that wonders, what role that plays. Like I'm always interested in what people are wearing because what you put on is sort of communicating to the world something about you, right? But I don't know, like how should that have been handled? Like, what do you think about all that?
I mean, I just think that it like went so quick, and that poor guy behind the screen that got his face slapped, which clearly he wasn't expecting it. He didn't even have the reaction to like
Right, I
pull
mean,
back
he-
at all. Like, yeah, if somebody slapped me in the face, that would have turned into another anger issue.
Right. Right, and
I
so,
wouldn't be able to
like-
tolerate that.
Like, what do you make of that guy's total, like, basically lack of a response? I mean, he definitely responded. Like, his intensity went up. He, like, was like, whoa, like, what the
Yeah.
hell? But he didn't jump back at him.
No,
Do you
I think he was shocked.
Yeah, it was surprise, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think that it was definitely a surprise thing,
Right, yeah.
And I'm always curious about these incidents in the fast food place because I just can't imagine a scenario where you would have a problem about your fast food, your like cheap crappy food that would make it worthwhile to hit somebody. But then I remember that, the incident that kicks off the anger or the aggression is not really what's at stake here, right? I mean, people who are in these scenarios are unhappy, right? They're unhappy for a lot of different
Right.
reasons.
I mean, maybe something happened prior, earlier in the day to that guy, and he was just like revved up. I don't know.
Did
Or,
you?
you know,
What were some
or
of the?
maybe something happened in the drive-through, and then he came in. I don't know.
That's a good point. Like
have no
it
idea.
could be that this interaction started outside,
Right.
and came in. I hadn't thought of that. That's a really good point. Yeah, I mean,
I mean, it doesn't make it okay that he just slapped that guy in the face.
Oh yeah, and then so these are some of the things that I'm assuming, and I could be totally wrong, right? But when I looked at the veteran stuff, I imagine a guy, and he was older, so he's probably on fixed income, probably for this might be a meal for him for that day, and he doesn't have a lot of money to like have a bad meal, and so kind of like ratchets up the stakes on it.
I don't know. I don't know if we can make that leap. I'm just saying.
I mean, we can't make anything. We have
Right,
a 2-second
right,
video
right,
to look
right.
at.
Yeah.
But I guess. So what do you think? Who was there a person in that video that was the villain?
I mean, the guy doing the slapping was the villain.
Okay.
Right.
Do you think that he is a bad person?
I mean, I think he has some anger issues, and he needs to come see you.
Yeah, I mean, a slap is a very specific
Yeah, I mean,
kind of reaction.
and
right?
that went from like 0 to 100 quick. Like there was
Yeah.
no like. I mean, maybe there was a whole build up this entire time. It doesn't really matter, but like he snapped quick.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah.
there's a problem.
A slap is also like a very demeaning way.
Yeah.
To, like if,
Oh, so insulting.
if you thought somebody was your equal, you'd punch them, right? Like a slap is like
I mean,
right? No.
I'm not throwing punches to any equal.
I know you're
of
not, but
mine.
what I'm saying is this guy threw a slap, which
Yeah.
is which is
Yes.
designed to insult, right? It hurts.
Yeah, it's
and it's insulting.
like insinuating that you're lesser than me.
Right, and,
Right.
and it insinuates like kind of no fear of retaliation, right? Like
Right.
if I'm gonna fight somebody who I think might be a risk to me, I'm gonna
Right.
put them
well,
down.
let's
right?
watch his reaction again. I didn't even pay attention to the guy's
Sure.
reaction. I missed the slap to begin with because I was looking at the guy.
Okay.
Then I saw the slap. I was surprised. And now, what was his real reaction?
Let's see.
The poor guy.
Let's see.
And the manager's reaction.
You're fucking done. I'm gonna sue your ass off. Now I want four.
What do you want to hold this for?
I want all new food. Plus, you guys are gonna pay for my fucking microwave. It blew up.
His microwave blew up.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, what the fuck? What's going on with you, bro? Nah.
You know what's so funny?
What's that?
That's wrapped in aluminum foil, right?
Right.
That's that paper. Did he warm it up in the microwave in the aluminum foil, and that's why his
Yeah,
microwave
but
blew
I
up?
think they do that in the fast food places.
Right, but he's arguing that his microwave blew up. So he's warming it up.
So I think that the paper they use in fast food places is intended, like they have a way that they do that. So I think it's all protocol. It's not like the tinfoil at your house where it'll spark.
Oh, okay.
I think it's
It's microwave safe?
yeah.
Okay. I don't know why his microwave blew up. All right, let's move on.
You've had enough.
Yeah.
That's it for that.
That's it.
We've plumbed the depths of that video.
Yes.
Okay, understood. Let's see. So there's a theme here.
Okay.
Now, in
Fast
this
food,
one-
is that the theme? Fast food.
Fast food's definitely the theme, but it's even more complex than that. Ready? All right.
Give me my money so I can get the
What just happened?
fuck out of here.
So get out and I'll bring you your money.
No, I want it now.
I'm not giving you anything away.
This one has captions, thankfully.
I'll call the cops on you then. I swear to fucking God. You stupid fucking cunt.
Oh, she wound up from like another
Ooh,
county.
She's coming for it. She's coming for
Yeah.
it.
So the coworker saves this girl.
And then did you hear the people? You hear the people in the background?
No, what are they saying?
They're saying that she needs to be fired because she doesn't know how to handle shit.
Oh.
So this must not be her first time getting slapped by a customer.
I didn't hear that.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, this woman winds up from like the bathroom and gives her a slap. And so, I didn't hear the sort of comment from the people in the back.
Yeah.
So maybe the woman behind the counter instigated more than I initially thought.
Right.
Let's check it out one more time.
Okay.
Give me my money so I can get the fuck out of here.
So get out and I'll bring you your money.
No, I want it now.
I'm not giving you anything the way you're at. I can assure you.
I'll call the cops on you then. I swear to fucking God. You stupid fucking cunt. I
Wow. And she goes and chases her. Now this coworker is doing the right thing,
He's trying to stop her.
right? Because even if
Listen to the background conversation. She should be fired.
it
She
might be a
doesn't know how to
customer
handle
saying
it.
it.
Yeah. Oh, maybe a customer. I don't know. It sounds to me like the other employees
Yeah.
are saying that she needs to be fired. But anyway,
All right.
not the point,
So,
I guess.
what do you think of that one?
Again, does anybody deserve to be slapped in the face? She's like working at her job and she's getting slapped in the face from a customer who's not satisfied. She doesn't own the company.
Right, exactly. I mean that's the thing that I the comment I made when I do like airport videos. Like there's no combination of mistreating the frontline employee that's
Right.
going to get you what you want. They don't
Right.
have that much power, right? And here you have a person who is just kind of look. Nobody that's working at fast. Let me take that back. I don't know what it's like to work at a fast food place. I haven't done it in a long time, but I know that those jobs are crappy. The shifts change all the time.
Well, yeah, I
they
mean,
don't pay well.
I like waitressed for a good portion of my young life,
Yeah.
and like it's terrible when a customer treats you like crap because you know what, you're there to get through the day. You're not there because you like love the restaurant so much or the company so much. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like to be treated like that is just
Absolutely.
ridiculous.
And like the customer has a right to be upset. I mean, if the food didn't come out the way they want it, but like I said, it's the way the behavior. It's like actually makes you less likely to get what you want. If you go to the customer service person, the waiter, the waitress, and say, hey, look, this didn't turn out the way I like it. Can you
Right.
please fix it?
Right.
That's going to get you much further.
Oh, sure, but I mean, at that point, when you're slapping somebody across the face, you're not
Oh
expecting
no, no.
to get anything
What I'm saying
out of
is,
that. Like, you're
what I
ending the
just said needs to
conversation.
happen before
Right.
you don't go from slapping to asking
right,
nicely,
like
right?
the conversation has now ended.
Yeah, once you've assaulted a person, you're not like negotiating anymore. But
right.
I have to say that the coworker did the right thing by intervening, because even if the woman who was slapped was right to like retaliate, I think that was beyond self-defense at that point. And there's just like to go to court and like have to deal with all that is going to make their lives way worse and harder. It sucks,
Right. I
Yeah.
know. But I mean, she had a natural reaction. You don't
Oh.
just like get slapped and like sit back and take it, right?
No,
I mean,
So I totally understand the reaction.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that the other guy who wasn't in that like fight or flight mode was able to think rationally and pull it back.
try to get her.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. I mean,
So-
he did the right thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In my anger management group, people often ask me, like they try to kind of gotcha me a little bit, right? And they say, what if this terrible thing happens? Wouldn't you be angry? And I admit, yeah, right. Yeah, I would be angry. And I would also hope that somebody would stop me from doing what I would
Right.
want to do, because in that, what I know now that I'm in my like rational mind is that when you're in that fight or flight mode, you're not making good decisions, right? So even though it would feel natural and correct to retaliate, you would regret that, I think, in the long run.
Right. I'm just trying to put myself in that. Okay, I would never be the person that initiates the slap. But if somebody slapped me in the face, I don't know if I could hold myself back. So I hope I have a coworker to hold myself back.
And it would be natural not to be
Right.
able to hold yourself.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, let's zoom out a little
well,
bit.
I mean, I can control myself.
Sure.
Right.
But let's zoom out a
Yeah.
little bit, right?
Yeah.
So let's kind of like play, as they say in AA, play the tape forward. So let's say that you retaliate, right? So now
Right.
you've had a fight with somebody over, $12 worth of shitty fast food,
right, yeah.
And now you are maybe getting arrested, fingerprinted.
No,
Now you
right.
have to retain an attorney. Now you have to see that person again in court. Now your relationship with that person is months long as
Right.
opposed to minutes long.
Right.
And so, when you're looking back, like when you're sitting at court, hearing testimony and like having to plea in front of a judge to some crappy like misdemeanor, like assault or aggravated assault charge, I don't know what that's. I'm not an attorney, but you know, like whatever that might be.
Right.
You would be thinking to yourself, I wish I would have like called out sick that day, or I
Yeah,
wish I
yeah.
would have not
Right,
done
right.
it.
No, I'm saying like I definitely would have reacted. I would have reacted with anger. I don't know if I would have physically done anything about it. I'm not like
Right.
acting like I'm a tough guy. But that a slap in the face would have caused me
no.
complete
It is
enrage.
so
Yeah.
humiliating.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, and like I said, that a slap in the face is designed to
Right.
humiliate. It's not.
Yeah.
That's not a power move. I mean,
Right.
well, it's a
it's a power move.
it's a power move, but it's not
Yes.
like a I'm gonna hurt you move, right?
Right.
It's I'm gonna sting you
Right.
and dominate.
Yes.
Right.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
and yeah. So,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what do you think it is about like these interactions? And when I look at these videos, so many of them are in transportation, like at airports and train stations, or fast food. Like the number of fights that happen in fast food places that get recorded are bananas. Why do you think that is? Like,
Yeah,
what do you think?
I
is-
mean, I don't know about fast food, but I could say as far as transportation, like when you're in an airport, there is so much stress leading up to traveling, and so much crap that you have to deal with, and like stalling and depending on other people and wait that like by time you get to like getting on the plane, you've already dealt with hours of aggravation. That like I do kind of understand that build up. As far as the fast food, I don't really know. Maybe that's the person's life preceding that.
Yeah, no,
You know,
definitely.
I don't know,
those
but
are
I do
definitely-
understand the airport ones.
100%.
Yeah.
The airport's especially infuriating because
Mm-hmm.
it's one of those things where you could do everything right. You could check your departure time. You could get there
Right.
early, et cetera,
You
et cetera.
just have no control
and
when
then
it comes to airports.
it's
Yeah.
time to go, and they're like, plane's
Right.
not here,
Right.
or plane can't take off.
Right.
So yeah, that's definitely it just seems unfair. I definitely think with the fast food, it's like maybe hunger's a piece of it too. Right? Like,
A little hangry.
yeah, I mean,
A
don't
little hangry,
diminish that. I
yes.
can tell you, like,
Yeah, I mean.
remember when
right.
I was losing weight, dieting?
Do I remember? Yes.
You want to talk about that a little bit?
He was
No.
just very hangry. That's
Oh,
all.
yeah, I was irritable.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
100%.
For a
And-
long time, it was like misery. For good reason, but I mean, it was rough.
Yeah, it was, right? So I know from personal experience that when you're losing weight and you're hungry, you're just, you're irritable, agitated, right?
Yeah.
And so you then put that into maybe a rude customer service person. I mean, I see it sometimes when I pop through the drive-through. Sometimes they're not like the most polite on the intercom, and then you come around and I'm like, let me see what this person looks like that was just like treating me like that, So, any last thoughts before we wrap it up today?
No, my last thought is the last guy that we like went through the drive-through at the Dunkin' Donuts, and he was so cute and pleasant. He was like a young 20s, and
Yeah.
he was so happy, and he made me so happy. Like that's how everybody needs to be. He was like the best. I
That's
wish I
right.
knew his name to like shout him out, but like he was like living his best life.
Yeah,
Working
definitely.
through the Dunkin'
Energy
Donuts.
is contagious,
Yes.
and-
Yeah.
and in both directions,
Mm-hmm.
positive and negative.
Sure.
Cool. All right, so thank you guys. I hope you guys like this video with a new addition. It was fun to record and have somebody to bounce ideas off of. Thank you. I hope you do this again.
You're welcome. I hope I wasn't annoying.
Never that, honey.
Thank you.
So check out my channel, share, like, subscribe, and come and visit me at njangermanagement.com if you need some therapy or some anger management stuff and you're in New Jersey. I'm your guy. Give me a call. I think that'll do it. Take it easy.
Bye.